Will copywriters be replaced by AI? Well, I'll put it this way. Business owners are way too busy actually running their business to be messing around with Chat GPT and learning prompts so that they can get free copywriting when they could just get somebody else to do it for $3 to $5 grand a month. So no, AI won't replace you, but a copywriter using AI will. AI allows copywriters to write better copy in a way shorter amount of time, thus giving them the ability to work with more clients and therefore make more money. That's why in this free course, I'll be walking you through step by step how to use Chat GPT to write awesome copy so that you can become a 10K a month copywriter without even having to master copywriting. So without any further ado, let's hop right into GPT. So first, before we get into things, I want to show you what most copywriters try when they first get into Chat GPT. So you might come to Chat GPT and be like, okay, dope, write me an email that sells my boxing course. And let's see what we get. Dear recipient's name, I hope this email finds you in the best of health and spirits. I am writing to introduce to you an opportunity that I believe will ignite your passion and transform your physical fitness journey. As a fitness enthusiast, you may be interested in exploring new avenues to channel your energy, improve your agility, and boost your overall strength. Our state-of-the-art boxing course offers just that. Blah, 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 blah. Our boxing course will help you improve fitness, boost mental health, learn self-discipline and skills, join an active community. Furthermore, okay, we're getting medieval in here now. Furthermore, we're currently offering a limited one-time discount of 20% off the course fee for early registrants. This is an opportunity you don't want to miss. Take the first step, blah, blah, blah. Please visit our website, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, long story short, this is honestly terrible email. L everything, right? Even a beginner could write way better than this. The biggest reason why is because, well, it's really salesy. It's really robotic. It's also quite medieval at some points, and yeah, just really not very good. So look, if that's how you use ChatGPT, you're not even using 1% of its potential. So here are 5 great ways that you can use ChatGPT to really improve your copywriting, whether you're a beginner or if you're a professional and you just want to write better copy in general. So a great way to use ChatGPT to your advantage is just by telling it to improve the clarity of your emails. So as you can see here, we have an email written by a complete beginner in the copywriting for the Discord server. That is a free Discord server where people go to submit their copy and get their copy reviewed. And as you can see, this guy is getting his copy reviewed by me. So guys, if you want your copy reviewed, go ahead and click the link in the description to that free Discord server where you can submit your copy for review. Anyways, guys, the subject line says key to wealth, and it goes like this. For all the success-driven people out there who want to start earning or earning more, I hope that you know that the most important skill that one can acquire is the ability to sell. Companies will pay you a large amount of money if you help them sell their product or service. One might possess several high-income skills, but they won't be able to earn unless they know how to sell it. It almost seems magical to be able to make people's mind and influence them to trade something for their hard-earned money. To learn this valuable high-income skill, one must understand how to influence people. It might sound like a hard job, and yes, it is, one that lazy people with only bookish knowledge can't do. To help yourself learn this skill, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, blah, 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 links. P.S. To understand more about the importance of the topic, read the stories and testimonials of some famous people below. And then it links to another file. Anyways, so it's not really like offensively bad, but it is bad and it's very beginner, and you can tell why it's very beginner. I left some comments over here on the right. You can go through and read them if you would like. But anyways, just not that great. But we're going to go into Chat GPT and make this email so much better. So all I really did here is say, make this email better. That's the only prompt I use. Make this email better. And then I copy and pasted the email. Now let's see what our boy Chat GPT has to say about this email. Subject line: unlocking your earning potential, master the art of selling. Dear ambitious achievers, are you seeking to elevate your earning potential, whether it's kickstarting your journey or boosting your existing income? If so, you're in the right place. The power to transform your financial destiny often resides in one pivotal skill: the ability to sell effectively. This skill can be your golden ticket in the business world. Now, guys, lead way better, okay? I could actually understand it, right? It flows nicely and it makes perfect sense. The other one lacked a lot of clarity because presumably our guy might not have been an English native speaker or something. I'm not really sure, but there were some points where I just was reading it out loud and it just didn't sound right. And it says, think about it. Companies constantly allocate substantial funds to those who can help them sell their products or services. These individuals have a unique ability to sway people's decisions, encouraging them to exchange their hard-earned money for value. Now, this line is big, okay? Because in the other one, it literally just tells you companies will pay a large amount of money to people who will help them sell their product or service. That's too telling, right? And I even said that over here on the comments. How much money? How do they know? Show, don't tell. And that's exactly what this is right here. It's basically showing them and not telling them, right? It's convincing them rather than just telling them a fact. So think about it, right? It's telling you to convince yourself about it. Companies constantly allocate substantial funds and pay people for this because these individuals have a unique ability to sway people's decisions. Boom. Okay, much better than the original email. While you may possess a myriad of high-income skills, the ability to market and sell these skills effectively is what truly unlocks their earning potential. This might sound like a challenging endeavor, and indeed it is. It requires more than just theoretical knowledge. It demands practical wisdom, strategic thinking, and a proactive approach. Now this, honestly, I don't even know how Chat GPT can do this. But it just said what he said in such an eloquent way. It's kind of unbelievable, right? Going back to this, we see to learn this high valuable skill, one must understand how to influence people. It might sound like a hard job, and yes, it is. One that lazy and people with only bookish knowledge can't do. I don't know what the hell that means, really. I'm not even being a jerk. I just clearly, I'm like, what does that even mean? But over here, Chat GPT literally translated it to me to where I actually understand it now. It requires more than just theoretical knowledge. It demands practical wisdom, strategic thinking, and proactive approach. Guys, if English ain't your first language, no excuse. No excuse. If you're not that good at English, no excuse. Okay? Chat GPT got you, and of course I got you because I'm about to guys, we haven't even get started yet. Okay, let me just go through this email real quick. So how can you master this powerful and highly lucrative skill? The answer lies in understanding how to influence people. I'm here to guide you to the transformative journey. By following me on Instagram and Twitter, links below, you'll gain access to insightful content designed to lay the groundwork for the basic principles of influence. Link, blah, 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 blah. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. That was fire. Okay. So that is the first out of 5 ways to easily improve your copywriting with ChatGPT. Now, the next big thing that we can use ChatGPT to do to improve our copywriting is to tell it to improve our language. So have you ever been writing an email or a piece of sales copy in general, and it just feels like something's missing, but you can't really quite put your finger on it? You can't really create the words in the way that you want it, how you actually want it? Well, a great way to have ChatGPT help you is simply to tell it how to improve your email. So we just said make this email better, but now we can use prompts like make this email funnier, make this email more concise, make this email wittier, make this email more personal. And by using these prompts, we're able to come up with really unique ideas and add a whole new dynamic element to our copywriting, which I will show you how to do right now. So guys, we're back here in ChatGPT, and as you can see, all I have to say is make this email more personal and witty. And we get basically a whole new email, which is way more personal, has some humor into it, has some wit, and it's just really engaging and fun to read. So, subject line, who wants a golden goose? Spoiler alert, it's the art of selling. Hey there, future fortune maker. Okay, let's be real. You're ambitious. You're hungry for success. And heck, you wouldn't mind seeing a few more zeros in the end of your bank balance. If this sounds like you, and I have a sneaky suspicion that it does, then keep reading. You know what's more popular in the corporate world than a donut box at a Monday morning meeting? The ability to sell. Yes, you read that right. If you can convince folks to happily hand over their hard-earned moolah in exchange for a product or service, companies will be as thrilled as a cat who found the red laser dot, and they'll show you with their hard-earned moolah. So as we can see, obviously the copy is not perfect, but there's some witty lines in here that we could not use, like copy and paste into our email, because we're not just going to copy and paste everything, but it's great for ideas. It's great for fixing our emails and adding a little bit of dynamics to it. So selling is like having your own personal magic wand, convincing people to trade their treasures for what you're offering. It's an art, a science, and a bit of a mystical quest all rolled into one. And you, my friend, are about to become the artist, the scientist, and the questing hero. Sounds tough? You betcha. Sounds exciting? Absolutely. It's not for the faint-hearted or those who think skimming a textbook equals practical knowledge. But don't worry, I've got your back. Stick with me, kid. Click those little buttons and follow me on Instagram and Twitter, links below. I promise to spill the beans on how to influence people without needing to don a wizard's robe, unless you're into that sort of thing. For an extra sprinkle of inspiration, have a gander at the stories and testimonials from folks who've harnessed the power of selling, who are now riding the success wave. Spoiler alert, it's totally possible for you too. Okay, so boom. That was cool as well. So we just created a whole new email that we can now take bits and pieces from that we like and add it into our original email, thus creating a banger email that will, of course, sell more products and make us more money in the end. So guys, if you've ever found yourself sitting at the computer, staring at a blinking cursor on a blank document, trying to come up with a new email or piece of sales copy, then this next tip is going to really help you out. A big game changer when it comes to copywriting is actually using Chat GPT to generate your first draft. And it goes a little bit something like this. Write me an email for my list of, and then whatever your avatar is. And then you can say, make it, and then you can put some descriptive words. And you can also tell it to make it a certain length, like 300 words or 3,000 words if you really wanted to. So here we are back in Chat GPT, and we're just going off of the same kind of theme we've been running off of. And I said, write me an email for my list of people who aspire to make more money that tells them the importance of the skill of selling and how they can use it to make more money and sell/market their high income skills. Make it concise, personal, and witty. So let's see what we got here. Subject line, elevate your earning, master the art of selling. I kind of like that, elevate your earning. It's a little bit of alliteration and it's kind of dynamic and interesting. Okay, hello. Hope this message finds you in high spirits and even higher aspirations. Now, who among us would like to thicken their wallet just a bit more? That's a common thread that we all share in this group. But today, let me let you in on a little secret, a secret that's been hiding in plain sight. The golden key to a treasure chest of earnings is not just the skills that you have, but how well you can sell them. Yep, you read that right. Selling is no longer confined to a salesman spiel. It's the lifeblood of every high income skill out there. Think about it. Even if you're the Picasso of programming, the Shakespeare of content writing, or the Beethoven of business consulting, it doesn't matter if no one knows about you. That's where the art of selling steps in. Now, honestly, guys, this is fire. I won't even lie. This is heat. This is heat, right? The Beethoven of business consulting. Now, I'm gonna just be 100,000. I probably would never come up with something like this, but you can come up with it at a moment's notice just by writing it into AI and using AI to your advantage, guys. If you're not using Chat GPT, you really, really need to be. Now, guys, if you're getting value out of this video, just as a quick side note, I'm not gonna lie, this video is probably gonna change the game for copywriting in general. So if you have any copywriting buddies or you're in any copywriting groups, make sure you share this with them so that they can benefit from this too. And then next up we have, and I quote, the power of persuasive selling combined with the mastery of your chosen skill is like Batman with his utility belt. Each tool is impressive on its own, but together they're unstoppable. So how can you use selling to earn more? Brand yourself, network, follow the value path, and never stop learning. To sum it up, selling isn't just a skill, it's the skill. So put on your sales hat and start marketing your magic. Remember, the best thing you can sell is a version of yourself that people can't resist. Stay tuned for more tips on selling your skills in our upcoming webinars. Until then, I'll leave you with a thought. What's your superpower and how will it sell to the world? Wishing you grand success in all your endeavors. Best. Okay? So guys, remember, all I did was write this prompt. And what we started with is this piece of copy, which I'm not gonna lie, is probably a 2 out of 10, probably a 3 out of 10, right? Not trying to be a jerk, but that's just what it is. And over here, we have an email that, you brush it up just a little bit, probably 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 even, right? So there is literally no excuse as to why you shouldn't be writing banger copy, guys. Now, the fourth huge thing that we can use Chat GPT for is avatar mind reading. Guys, one of the most important, crucial lessons that you should learn in your copywriting journey is that if you can enter the conversation in your prospect's mind, you've basically already won. The only problem is that if you're a beginner copywriter or you don't necessarily identify with the niche or the target audience that you're writing to, that might turn out to be a little bit difficult, but not with Chat GPT with the prompts that I'm about to show you. So as you can see here, all I really needed to type in was, why do, avatar want, and then whatever their dream state is, so bad. Make it highly personal and relatable, right? So we're gonna be able to use this and use big chunks of this into our actual email or whatever the sales copy is, all right? Now, it doesn't have to be teenage boys, it doesn't have to be six-pack, right? You can use this interchangeably with any avatar and any dream state, right? So why do copywriters want clients so bad? Why do young men want to make money so bad? I mean, you can really come up with anything. Why do older men want girlfriends so bad, right? And you can say, make it highly personable, relatable. You can say, make it witty, whatever. So, and I quote, just imagine for a moment, a teenager named Jack. Just imagine for a moment, a teenager named Jack. At 15 years old, Jack, like many teens, is living in a world that's incredibly influenced by media. Every day he's bombarded with images and messages from social media, movies, and TV shows telling him that he should look like, how he should act, and what he should achieve. One common theme in these messages is the image of the ideal male body, muscular, toned, and with the coveted six-pack abs. It's the kind of body he sees on Instagram influencers, superheroes in movies, athletes in sports he follows, and even in video games, and even in Dragon Ball Z. This body is often presented as a symbol of attractiveness, strength, discipline, and success. At school, Jack notices the differences of how his peers treat those who are closer to this ideal. Also, the teenage years of the time where boys are discovering their identity and their masculinity. And yet, for Jack, as Jack embarks on his journey, he's also grappling with societal pressures. In conclusion, it's a combination of factors that might drive teenage boys to desire six-packs: social influences, peer pressure, personal identity, self-esteem. Yet, it's essential to emphasize that everyone's journey is different, blah, 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 right? So just from that, I came up with a couple subject lines that I wanted to share with you guys. So just off of what Chat GPT actually said or put for me, I came up with a couple subject lines. So one, for example, girls only date dudes with six packs, ? And then in the email, you could say, hey, long story short, most girls will only really want to deal with dudes with six packs, or if they're dealing with dudes who don't have six packs, they're just settling for them. So do you want to be the dude that she wants with a six pack, or do you want to be the dude that she settles with, but she deep down inside knows that she wants the dude with the six pack? Well, if you want to know how, click here, and then it's a link to a video or course or whatever, right? Next up, we have how to get a six pack that turns heads, right? So a six pack that people will notice, six pack that people can even see through your shirt and that people compliment you on, right? Just by learning what actually drives these young men to actually want six-pack abs, you're able to get inside their head and also create these types of subject lines and these types of angles that you might not be able to come up with yourself. Now, another great way that we can get inside of our prospect's head is by saying, what are some struggles that teenagers have when trying to get a six-pack? And then, as we can read here, their journey to achieving a six-pack can be challenging for teenagers due to several different reasons. So biological factors, nutritional knowledge, safe exercise practices, unrealistic expectations, balancing priorities, physical health risks, and mental health. So just by using those, I came up with some other subject lines. For example, six-pack workout for hard gainers, right? Because, everybody's body is different. And a lot of the times, especially teenagers, when they see somebody else who's ripped, they just look at themselves in the mirror and they're like, oh, well, I'm a hard gainer, which basically means, their body type isn't developed or isn't genetically optimal to build muscle or have a six-pack or whatever it is, right? Or simple six-pack nutrition plan, because as we know, one of the challenges is nutritional knowledge. So simple six-pack nutrition plan. Another one, six-pack in just 60 minutes a week. Why? Because balancing priorities, right? We know that one of the biggest reasons why people that hold people back from getting their six-pack is the fact that, you know, they just have other priorities and they don't have as much time as they'd want to. So just by using Chat GPT, it's a great way to brainstorm ideas and also get inside your reader's head, which is going to be really important to do. So guys, I hope that you know that I saved the best for last. But before we get right into it, I want to give you guys a short little disclaimer. Guys, please do not rely too heavily on Chat GPT. It's important that you have at least a base knowledge of copywriting for you to use Chat GPT to its full advantage. So if you guys haven't already, make sure that after this video, you go check out the 2.5-hour free copywriting course that I posted on YouTube so that you guys can actually master the skill of copywriting and also just write incredibly good copy quicker with Chat GPT to enhance your natural skills. Because if you're able to master copywriting and you're able to master Chat GPT like I'm showing you in this video, guys, you're gonna be absolutely unstoppable. You're gonna close so many clients and get so much money, and it's gonna be crazy. So without any further ado, let's talk about it. Guys, the number one most important part of your copy by far is going to be your subject line and your headlines. Guys, if you're gonna mess up something in your copy, some part, please do not mess up the beginning, okay? Please do not mess up the headline or the subject line, because without a good headline or a good subject line, people won't even read the rest of your copy anyways. Even if the rest of your copy is banger, it's awesome, it's amazing, nobody's gonna open it or see it or read it if the headline isn't a banger as well. So guys, as you can see here, the prompt that I used was simply give me 10 subject lines that are under 40 characters, okay? Now, 40 characters is important because that is what's going to show up on the preview on an iPhone, right? Anything longer than that, it will be cut off, so it won't be nearly as effective. So you want it nice and short, so under 40 characters, which really isn't that short. So give me 10 subject lines that are under 40 characters long about an email going out to my list that shares a full free course on how they can use ChatGPT to create amazing sales copy. And then I just said, make it personal and witty. And we have some here. ChatGPT, your copywriting genie. Rock sales copy with AI on us. ChatGPT course, price tag $0. Your free ticket to copywriting magic. Write sales copy. ChatGPT says easy peasy. ChatGPT, free course to unleash wordsmith. $0, loads of copywriting tricks. ChatGPT, the sales copy alchemist. Unlock sales copy secrets, no strings. The can't miss freebie for copywriting gurus. Dope. Now, while, you know, all of these aren't bangers, some of them certainly do have some awesome elements that you can kind of Frankenstein into one awesome subject line. So if you're ever sitting there and you have a subject line and you're not really sure if it could be improved or how you can make it better, or maybe you just want some inspiration, guys, ChatGPT has got your back. And of course, so do I. So guys, again, make sure you share this video with any other copywriters that you know so that they can utilize all of the advanced skills that I showed you guys in this video. And of course, don't forget to actually up your copywriting skills by watching that 2.5-hour free course on YouTube. And of course, guys, I will see you guys on the next one.